Okay guys, what to do when you buy a new used bike. The first thing I do when I buy a new used bike after I wash it is I wonder about the brakes. Were they serviced last? This bike is an 07, it's 2022. What's that make it? Like 15 years old? So has this brake fluid been changed in 15 years? I don't know. I already did the front and it looked like this. The center was the first stuff I took out and the outside ring is what I ended up with. So this fluid really wasn't that bad. But I have gotten bikes where the fluid is really bad, especially on ones that have a clear reservoir. You can really see how dirty they are. That's about how the front one looked. So our first step. Okay, my first step is to take a little baby sucker bulb here and I get everything out as much as I possibly can. Please dispose of your used brake fluid in a proper manner. I suck everything I can out of the reservoir here. Okay, then I fill it with clean brake fluid, being careful not to spill any. And I just fill it right to the top, because what I'm going to do next, as soon as I find my cap. Okay, what I'm going to do next is we're going to bleed the brakes. So I put my little brake bleed tube on here that is an old fuel tube. Okay, and that'll hold my wrench. So now this is going to be hard to do with only one hand. So I'll use a hand and a foot. How's that? So we're gonna need to use the good old brake pedal here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna loosen this, and then we're gonna press down on the brake pedal, and we're gonna tighten this before we release the brake pedal. And that'll flush the old out and this new will go in. And once we get clear, we're all done. That's the simple step. So, man, I wish I had something to hold this on. Here, let me see if I can do it like this. Let's see if this will hold it up. And, okay, here we go. So we're going to move our cup in the proper position. We're going to open, push with the brake lever. None came out because my tube's too big. Okay, close, let up. We're going to open, push, close, let up, reposition our catch basin. Okay, open, depress the brake lever, close, lift the brake lever. Open, depress the brake lever, close, lift the brake lever. This is the same operation for your hand lever also. You open, push, close, lift. Open, push, close, lift. Open, push, close, lift. Open, push, close, lift. And this stuff is really dirty. I dare say that this was not, the brakes were never changed or cleaned. And I will show you what I mean. This was already, Quick Trip cup was already full with front brake fluid, which didn't look super bad, but wait till you see the cloudy mess in here. Now I filled that reservoir plump full. So what you don't want to do is suck your reservoir dry, which we are almost dry. So here we go. We'll fill this back up. Try not to spill. As dirty as this is, I'm going to do this several times. This was a good example of when you buy a used bike. Now, before I go any further, let me show you. I don't know if you can see how the cloudy in there, that was super filthy, and it was even less dispersed, if you can see in that deep area. Anyway, that's the operation. I'm going to keep going here until we get it clean. When it runs out of there clean, I'll quit. And I just capped off the brake fluid reservoir. Anyway, wipe up anything you spill, and that's the first thing I do when I buy a used, new to me motorcycle. Stay safe.